If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.
Can't put me again. You can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't put me again. Can't put me again. You can't put me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to cry. You can't put me again.
What fi money in no money, what fi at you in no at you. Go fi money missing way in the your little rat you. Use the youth them money waste and must a man to statue. Say me like a catch you but bigger than a figure you. Take the spit of money gal and say that is not you. On the head the man above him up him a got a bet. Too much it in the kitchen some a fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social leaders coming at you.
It burn me
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile of the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption face.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't put me again. You can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't put me again. Can't put me again. You can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't put me again.
Come me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The 100 promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they rap and they down in a whatever. Member bold money and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like people themselves.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the son man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
Or them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't put me again. You can't put me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't put me again. Can't put me again. You can't.
Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
The doctors are restive. There's disquiet in the Jamaica Labour Party. More reports to be tabled in Parliament. The scandal of this government continues to pile up. Good evening and welcome to the Global Television Group. Thank you for joining us this evening. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good evening And welcome. Good evening to TikTok. Good evening to Instagram. Good evening to Power 106, Durban Malcolm. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for joining. Good evening to Kathy. Who else is on TikTok? Kathy, Cuddle, Cheva, Tara. Good evening and welcome. Thank you all for joining us. Let me go over to my YouTube. Debbie Jarvis TV, good evening, good evening. Beta Teach, good evening and welcome. Good evening. Marcia Thomas, Beverly, Arlene Foster, good evening. Sharon Bernard, good evening, good evening. Debbie Jarvis TV, Jason Kane, Yvonne Riley, Unique Ray, Violet Watson, Rose Sweet, Canadian Gal. Good evening, Karen Forbes, Wagwan Bro, Janet Riley. Good evening, Miranda Roddock, Ladybug. Christine Gilbert, good evening. Paula Shelley, Ladybug, yes. Who else is here? Colleen Dahmer, John, good evening. Bernice Nichols, Patrick Evans, good evening, everyone, and welcome. I did name you some of the names, didn't I? Last week when I spoke about the debacle, Don Clark, Monica Hawthorne, Starlet Hairlet. Last week I told you about the debacle over the Sumoda seat, isn't it? It has all come to the papers now. Arlene Foster, how are you? So you see, when we are broadcast, we have good source. Because we came out here, and we tell you the only name when we talk about, when we not see surface in the paper, at the Delroy truck side of things. But the Tom Tavares come up. And the Samoda descendant come up. But it's quite a wide war going in the JLP. I mean, I tell them, say, take it to the street. Take it to the street where they are so at party. And we have the lowest, slouchy, divided PNP to take on tonight. Because we don't pay the People's National Party to sit down and do nothing. Big, good for nothing, Julian Robinson. And we are opposed. We are spokesman of Julian Robinson. Money thief in here, money thief in there, left, right, and center. And Julian Robinson quiet. I wonder why Julian Robinson is so quiet about all the looting and shooting we're learning about in our budget. What are you hiding, Julian? Or is it that you're planning to continue the same Nigel Clark debacle on the public purse, Julian? Are you very, very quiet? Like you not hear about the looting and shooting. Christine Gilbert, how are you? Like you haven't heard, Julian Robinson, about the looting and shooting of our budget. And if you are the spokesperson, Julian, the PNP now oppose. We've regularly been saying that the PNP is not opposing vloggers or the opposition for the government. We are the one who come out every day and remind the people of the treachery of this Andrew Holness government. Where are you, PNP? Well, we have to get the 300% pay rise, you know. Members so get it in the PNP and quiet panic a year before it come out. And then when it come out, you know, go and like them hijack, you know. We don't know a long time. Remember, we're good listeners and we have good memory. Andrew Michael Holness, Prime Minister, you've lost it. You're losing it. And everybody around you turn teeth in the Prime Minister. Because the soldier, them way you respond, sir. Them a walk and commit crime here, there, and everywhere. The police, them way you take out a Chang jurisdiction and grab on upon them. See that? But leeching, thieving, leeching, criminal to the Jamaica people, leeching, scammer, leeching, ripping off the Jamaica people, leeching. How come everybody pass your bank can push in their hand and draw out something, leeching? Win some starlight. How come everybody walk past leeching bank can push in them hand and come out with something? Why scammers and leeching bank have such a close relationship in a Jamaica people pocket? Policeman among 6 charged by Mocha over scam of elderly NCB customers. Leeching and scammer get on so well. That's what me don't understand. Because me not hear of Scotia Bank and scammers having the relationship that we see leeching bank and scammers have. How come your cyber security so weak, leeching? How come leeching cyber security is so weak? That's when scammers feel like them want walk in to leeching bank. Them can just walk in and take up anything they want, pull their arm, gut, mouth, and purse, and come out. And a poor people leeching continues to bear the brunt of the scams that goes on in your bank, leeching. How is it that such an institution owned by Jamaica top richest man cannot protect Jamaica people money? Cannot protect Jamaica people's money. And you all don't see a problem with that? You all don't see a problem with leeching bank, where every time you hear about scamming, it's from leeching's bank. Rennie Harlan, Colleen Richards, Kim with the Fluff from Instagram, welcome. Rosemary Stanwells, Colleen Richards, Colleen Jones, good evening. Rosemary Anne-Marie McFarlane. How come leeching cannot protect poor people money? And why, if leeching cannot protect your money, una can move una money go to somewhere where una money is more protected, ML Smith? Why una cannot move una money to somewhere where una money is more protected? Una no say leeching. It look like leeching I make the scammer them scam on the money. Then leeching say, me go leave the security loose phone and no scam and give me a cut out of it. What is happening at your bank, leeching? Why everybody pass can dip in them hand? Remember, leeching, one of your teller walked out with the whole chest Don't they find her bosom lock or handbag leeching? But one of your teller walked out with the entire vault of your bank. Jamaican people shouldn't continue to put their money into leeching's institution if leeching cannot protect their money. If leeching have a deal with scammers to take as much as they want to rip off poor people, I don't know if leeching is getting a cut out of it. Tell me the last time you ever hear a scam coming from Scotiabank or other. It's always leeching. Why you though leeching? Why people money isn't safe with leeching? The people them need to know Lee. The people them need to know. Member say, we know scammers, we know Andrew Holness a friend. We soon walk and open empty account for Andrew Holness. We don't know what's going on leeching. Or the government should cancel leeching business license. Leeching is the richest man in Jamaica. Leeching is Jamaica's top scammer. Leeching are one of the biggest fish in the private sector. Them not going to cancel him. Leeching open empty bank account for Andrew Holness. They're not going to cancel him. They're not. Because the whole of them in the scam together. The whole of them are scam poor people together. So them not really do anything that would be beneficial to we poor people. Oh no, Sharon Bernard. Them don't care about them something there. But the whole of them are going to come sweet to no figure to no vote. Forget 3 more, forget a third term for thief $3 more trillion. Forget a third term for thief $3 more trillion. But Andrew Holness, can you blame them though? Talk to the Prime Minister. If the leader of the country walk and pick up people money, so if the leader of the country walk and pick up things when it belong to him, when can't justify when get it, when thief it from, or anything, can you blame the ex-soldier, the police, the community gangsters, them, like what we sit down and porous yesterday, not porous, Sparling yesterday. Can we really blame them when it come from the top, Master Esting? It's coming from the top. It is condoned. Please. Just like these gangsters, Andrew Holness and Leeching should be under gunpoint as well, because they are no better criminal. The only difference is these ones hold a gun to our head. Those ones, like the Andrew Holness and the Leeching, their gun is their marketing and media strategy that they use to hold to your head to force if you come with your money. Come with your money.
I live with the fun, please, live with the fun, please, officer, do your begging. Please, can't go. Please, officer. Can't go, man, shut up, please, officer, please, do, please. No, please. Father God. No, officer, we're not going, officer, man. We're not going, officer. I'm better than soldiers and police, officer. Please, I'm going. Officer, please. I'm married, officer, please. Officer, we are not fooling. Please, officer. Please, we are begging, officer. Please, officer.
So what if your brother are police and soldier? So what? Look how much soldier and police used to get charged by Mocha. Look how much soldier and police in a criminality. So what? We should not start on a candlelighting from tonight. Because our intention was to kill and take. It's not that we're going on a field to play with ourselves and shoot after each other and see who can shoot better. If that was the case, we could have leave on to get on with it. A sport. We could have leave on to get on with it. But the operation, what we saw the embark on, is a kill and take operation. So don't bother think so nobody I go sorry for no. Me be sorry to me now go get some no coffee. Or people bun pan now put on with coffee for no. Because how much people have you all killed? You think gonna have gun for play with? Michelle Lewis was. You don't have gun for play with, you know. The only thing bother me is that me now go get for drink on a coffee. But don't think I'll be bothered about much than don't have a share in our no coffee. That's my concern. A mug of the coffee. Come in and eat canned beef. I have canned beef sandwich too, you know. But I don't eat canned beef. But I will take the coffee. Yes. Black, 2 sugars, please. Yes, I will take the coffee. Because I don't want to walk around and behave like Iron Man. Walk around and kill people picking it. Walk around and rob people picking it. Then when one of them meet the law, one get accepted for college, one have brother and soldier where police, one call upon God name. Which one are the God? The God who saw you with the gun in his hand and shut his fucking mouth? Who are you calling on? This is my problem with people calling the name of God. It irritates the FYC out of me. To hear criminal calling the name of God because a gun is pointing at them. Why don't you tell the police, make sure you point it at my head, officer, or put it in my mouth and blow my brains out? Why didn't you? Why did you call on the name of God? Why did you think God should have intervened at that point? This is my problem with people calling on the name of God for no apparent reason. The police have lighten up yesterday. I mean, we should be having coffee ceremony now and decide how much bun pan we are put on around our back. People now look for sorry for no. If God want to walk in the midst and ears and sorry for no, don't ask for my sympathy. Me don't have sympathy to waste. Sympathy and energy are something where you need to conserve. And everybody deserves sympathy. I mean, I go walk and show my sympathy carelessly at anybody just like that. Kirk Shirley, Debs, Prof. Anderson, Wayne Thomas, good evening. TikTok, good evening. So don't come look for my sympathy because when I try to rob and kill people, police catch up on when I call up. Which God are you calling on? Or why should God intervene at that point? What if the person who you was going to kill call upon God? Would you have stopped to put down your gun and walked off or walk to the police station and hand your guns in? People now look for sorry for no. When I look money to buy bleaching cream, you know, a bleaching cream you can walk and rob because I want to maintain no color. When you can't work for maintain, sell body for maintain it. On a Jamaican young boys don't know how to sell body. It would better to go sell body than pick up the gun. Yeah. That's my advice to you anyway. When you can do otherwise. When you go tell you what would save phone life to people life and keep out of trouble. Because nobody now got Can't go court if you not turn prostitutes. Just go on down on the grill, go on down on Mobile, go on the North Coast, man. When you know how to go make money, cruise ship a come, tourists a come. Go and go sell on the body of them something the old white tourists love. To single and fondle we don't know. Go and go sell on yourself. Price the pan, price the pan crime though. Sophia Hall. Tired of just like how we're tired of the government. The blunder looms. War in the Jamaica Labour Party. Carl Samuda will not go quietly because Samuda wants the seat for his son or grandson. Then you have Ted Arance want it. Hold on, I can give you the name then. No, I think I have it on something on screen. I mean, I'm going to read the whole article for you. But the Carl Samuda seat is causing a lot of tiffy. Robin Wilson. Carlos, what going, brother? The Carl Samuda seat is causing a tiffy in the government because everybody have come they can't get for them gravy. Can't yam dry bread. Can't yam dry bread, them says. But the war is about hereditary and all sort of nonsense. But does it matter? Because our political system are so designed for parents pass down them seat to them picnic. But this particular seat for Carl Samuda has become very contentious. St. Andrew North Central. Remember last week I told you the war that was going on. Christian Tavares, that Tom Tavares, Fence's son. You know Tom with the blood in his hands, the Tom who ordered the killing of his grandson father. Yes, that Tom. That's the Tom we're talking about. So Tom says, I am the president of the Senate. Don't you think my son should be honored with a seat within the representative? I mean, even though Mount Golden is bloody white, let's bring in more white people into the parliament, said the Jamaica Labour Party. Even though we don't like the color of Mount Golden, they says. Let's bring in more of what we really don't like. Let's bring in more of the British descendants, said the Jamaica Labour Party, even though it's the same British descendants that is going to sell us out to the king, said the Jamaica Labour Party. Then you have Jonathan Samuda. Jonathan Samuda is either the grandson or the son of Carl Samuda. More whiteness, isn't it? Even though it's not what we like. But we will have to go with the flow, said the Jamaica Labour Party. It gets sweeter, you know. Because the big light back of cow mouth, Delana Seabright, is tipped for the seat as well. You mean the man you see who gave the tractors and the chainsaws and all sorts, the destructive weapons to go ahead and demolish poor people's little access to community tourism. Delano Seabright says they're making enough, too much money, he says, and they're doing diddly squat with it. So we need to get rid of them out of it. And we need to bring in some of our white investors. We will go to Spain, he said, and we will ask a consultancy team in Spain to rebrand Jamaica's international image. They said, hey, and them talk about color, you know. They are the one who start the race and color politics, and they are diving deeper and deeper into the race and color politics. But a lot of the supporters want Mr. Ardley Gordon, a former councillor within the St. Andrew Corporation. That's the gateway. So, let's see how this war goes. Let's put you in the spotlight here, Jamaica Labour Party. Murder tonight. Because you said you have raised the bar on racism in our country. Is it that you will choose? Remember, there's 2 whites and 2 blacks going up for this seat. Audley Gordon and Dylan Seabright. As well as you have 2 whites going up for the seat, Jonathan Samuda and Kristen Tavares Finson. I wonder if there's going to be a color issue here for the Jamaica Labour Party. I wonder if color, race, and ethnicity will be the driving force behind the decision. Because what the Jamaica Labour Party needs to understand and take into account, any of these white leaders, as you are opposing to the whiteness of the opposition leader, are you aware that one of these white representatives or non-black representatives in the Jamaica Labour Party can become leader of the Jamaica Labour Party and one day prime minister for our country? Do you find that to be any issue as you would find with the opposition leader because of his race, his color, and his ethnicity? Just wondering. Just wondering, because remember, Bobby Montague says we need a national conversation on race and ethnicity. Don't really know what Bobby Montague is talking about. When we get there, we'll cross that bridge. But the debacle and the calamity looms within the Jamaica Labour Party. Them are wicked, you say. But we can't talk after them, you know. JPS said I'm going to pump 17 billion into the infrastructure to strengthen JPS power grid. Sir, we're going to bed. If it do, when we wake up, we will see it. All right? That's much. I have to say to JPS, we're going to bed. When we wake up, if rain fall, we will know. It's as simple as that, JPS. No simpler than that. Sunshine, Larkland. No simpler than that. When we wake up, if rain fall, we will know. But you all know that whenever there's an upcoming report to be tabled in Parliament, we keep watch night for the Prime Minister. And while we're expecting the tabling of investigative reports tomorrow, tonight is no other different from the other watch nights that we normally have. Welcome to the segment of the program. This segment of the program is called Calamity Junction. It is actually what the leadership of our country has turned into, grazing calamity. Dying Harriet. Calamity after calamity for the Prime Minister. The tourism sector is up in arms with the government over pay and working conditions. Likewise, the teachers of UWI, the lecturer, staff at UWI, are also in contention with the government over November's pay and prospective for their December pay as well. Doctors, junior doctors across the country have become restive. This government is falling apart. The roads in the country is falling apart. The economy, good economic management we were promised and told about has all fallen apart right in front of the very eyes of this government. Isilda Williams. Can this government continue and this calamitous journey, threading from one scandal to the other? It's like a rolling cascade of scandal for the Jamaica Labour Party. Buttressed by internal war and division, a prime minister who have held the party and the country at ransom. Tomorrow is another day. It will be another disgraceful day because we will know more than one illicit thieves tomorrow. Can this government continue rolling in disgrace and disaster, painting a nasty image for Jamaica locally and internationally, the crime capital of the world, Jamaica, even though the Prime Minister continuously convincing us crime is going down? The news cannot help showing us the puddle of murders across the country. Sharon Powell. But this calamity leader says he wants a third term. He wants you to put him back in power for a third time, says this government, who has failed on multiple promises. This government failure of its promises is glaring to everyone, except for the divided, sloothy, slobby People's National Party. They're doing very little. Very little. Rebel with a cause. The opposition leader, the opposition party is not exposing this government. The opposition party is not taking this government to task. This government is taken to task by social media and Jamaicans across the board. It begs one to ask the question, is the opposition comfortable with the rolling cascade of scandal of this government? Will we be seeing the same type of behavior from the People's National Party if they are not opposing it robustly? $3 trillion unaccounted for, and the People's National Party is still silent about it, as if they have not heard about it, as if they have not read any reports or any media briefing about it. Abina Sarkodie. Mark Golding and his team cannot continue to wait for social media to fight the opposition war every day. We are not fighting against the government. We are fighting for the people of Jamaica, Mark Golding. That's a different thing, because whoever is there, Mark Golding, we are going to fight anyway, because it's about the people. But is it really about the people for the People's National Party? Or is it about getting back into power for the People's National Party to continue the same old of what we are all tired of. The People's National Party is not doing a brilliant job. I've always said it. I'm not afraid to say it. Mark Golden is slow. Mark Golden is lazy. The party is divided. The party is, if they're not divided, why can't they see? Mark Golden appoint all these people as opposition spokesman for this and where are you all? Those of you who have been appointed as opposition spokesman, you don't hear about the environmental, I think Mark Golden did come out and speak on the environmental issue, not loudly enough. If you look over Mark Golden's social media pages, it's very sloppy and very lousy. You tell you, Mark Golden, stop post up Michael Manley over there. Talk about the issues that concern the people of the country, the road, cost of living, the murders, Mark Golden, the country going in the wrong direction, Mark Golden. Mark Golden and his team is not doing a good job. The issue is why Mark Golden is moving up in the polls is because Andrew is doing so horrible, Mark Golden. It's not that you and your team are doing such a wonderful job. It's because the People's National Party is doing, the Jamaica Labour Party is doing a horrible job at governing. If Andrew Holness weren't doing such a horrible job, the People's National Party would be still down in the polls because they are not opposing robustly. Estina Time, good evening. They are not opposing robustly. Too much has been going on in this government, and Mark Golden and him team them sit down. There's so much scandals to talk about. I mean, this government gives us a scandal a day. How much time have you heard the People's National Party come out and highlight the government scandal? The PNP have a selective rage. The People's National Party have selective rage. They decide when they come out and have rage about something. The People's National Party does not have a constant rage of the breakdown of governance in our country. They leave it to us. They leave it to us. Let the vloggers get on with it. Fair enough. We are the new media. We accept that. We accept that we have a job to do. But Mark Golden, when we call you out, the vloggers, your supporters, them, run up in our face, Mark Golden this, Mark Golden that. But to Janet Calder and I think Lydie Simit come out and call on out on the same thing. But we are calling out for a long time on not doing enough as opposition, on not opposing enough as opposition. This government have given you scandals after scandals after scandal. But the PNP is silent, Don Fox. The PNP is divided. The PNP is waiting for vloggers to fight a war against Andrew Holness to give them an election. The PNP not ready for this yet. That's not what they're showing. What the PNP is showing, that when they come to government, they'll be keeping up the same messry as Andrew Holness. They'll be keeping up the same mess as the Andrew Holness. We cannot continue in the mess where we pay these people expensive salary. And we still have to come out here and fight the battle for ourselves. Marcia B. Road. PNP is still not doing enough, Marcia B. Road. We come out here, Marcia. We vloggers like me, Carlos, Aromatic, and Isabel Rose, We come out countless time a day, come beat the government on different corruption. Look on PNP social media pages, how often they would raise these issues. PNP is doing fuck all when it comes to opposition, begging no pardon. They're doing nothing. They're waiting for us out here to fight their battle. And then they're moving to power comfortably. That's not what we are about. We are about people working to get where they want to go. We don't want Mark Golden and his team to come up here and just sit down and wait to walk in a power where them don't work for. They need to get up and oppose. That's what opposition do. Enough of the laziness from the People's National Party. Without the vlogging community, without the social media community, this government would get away with a lot and challenge, because the People's National Party is not doing their job. Through Professor Anderson, all of them are the same. That's what I tell people all the while. You know, don't quarrel with me over Labour or PNP, because they're here to beat both Labour and PNP in the interest of Jamaica people. Me don't have no special feeling about any one of them, because they're all politicians and they're all crooks. Randy Thompson, how are you? They're all politicians and they're all crooks. But Mark Golden and his team need to work for their money. Them can't just sit down and leave it to vloggers. Just like how we can come out here every day and we can talk about the many different scandals of this government. Why the People's National Party only have selective rage? Them pick one where them come out and them have press conference. But when you think them one have press conference cut it, they don't. We're living in an era of fast flowing information, where the amount of information people have to contend with. You have to keep reminding them of the important information. And this is what the opposition is not doing. The opposition is not doing that. Trust me. I don't know what is happening, because Mark Golden them can dilly-dally and slide in. Andrew Holness have enough money to buy this election. If Andrew Holness coerce him base, you hear? If Andrew Holness coerce him base and pay them to come out, come work, the PNP is free, them shit themselves. The opposition is a watchdog, but not. Look at even their parliamentary committees, Carlos, where they're in control. They're not using them effectively. They're not using them effectively. The PNP is lagging behind. The PNP is using vloggers to fight their war to give them power. Me not there for them something, the PNP. Me there for look about Jamaica people's interests. So no matter things say, my platform is here to support PNP. It's not. My platform is about the people of Jamaica. PNP I go get it, Labour I go get it, public sector I go get it, private sector I go get it. Gonna don't mix me. There's a holy night coming for this prime minister. But only though, if we had a good opposition, this holy night would be hastening on much faster. But we have loneliness in the camp. Loneliness in the camp. That's why Andrew Holness can continue to steal and steal. And Andrew Holness and him friends them can continue to enrich themselves out of the public purse. And the opposition sit down and close them eye with them hand over them face and look like somebody stuffed a wet baggie in their mouth so them can't talk. Enough of it. We are not here to fight the opposition war. We are here to fight the war for our country, which is a different thing, Mark Golden. Don't mistake with agenda. Our agenda is not yours, Mark Golden. Yes, me know, so you have vlogger out there were dedicated to PNP. This is not one of the page. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. This page is not a page that supports any political party or leaders or candidates. All of them are under the scope of Global TV. It's a crying shame of the amount of calamity of this government, ignored by the opposition. Ignored by the opposition. You know how far over the cliff Andrew Holness could have been if there was a robust opposition to mobilize the people and have the people focus. Mark Golden and his team is not doing that. They are just waiting silently. Let's wake up, Mark Golden. Maybe a bit of beating of the drum, Mark Golden would wake you up. The people across the country start to stand up, The tourism sector is standing up. The doctors are standing up. Staff at UII are standing up. And if you remember earlier this year and last year, there were several pockets of demonstration by teachers, healthcare workers, NHT workers, airport workers, all sorts. The People's National Party, Ram Times News, have not tapped into any of this meaningful stand up by the people across the country from the time it has been happening. The PNP act as if that, oh, I'm too stush, oh, we're classy, we're the new type of PNP. We're not the roll in mud and water PNP. We're not the dirt track PNP, but your constituencies are dirt tracks. So why do you not come rolling at the dirt? Talk truth. come rolling at the dirt PNP because of the constituencies are dirt trap, just like the Labour Party constituencies. The constituencies across the country where PNP control, they are a mess, just like the ones where the JLP control are a mess. Only not do nothing for it. What we know, though, is both PNP and Labour over the years have enriched themselves out of us. Talk truth. One do for we. We're not going to tolerate the failure, Mark Golden and your team. You're not voluntary opposition. You're actually highly paid opposition. So we expect you to do no work. We're not telling you to do something, Gloria Taylor. That is not in our remit. We're not telling us something we're not supposed to do. It is what we're not signed up for. It's what we're not tell we. So now go do what we want, we vote. So now that we not get it, do the job. All the Jamaica Labour Party has brought to the country, as Derek said, is one heap of passa. Mr. Guy, one heap of passa. What can go so, Prime Minister? It's terrible. Norman Ferguson, how you do? What can go so? Really, what can go so? The country mash up right in front of our very eye. And the opposition them feel to say they have to wait until it broke completely down, then them come in. Let me shock all of you and think Mark Golden will be the shining star and savior of Jamaica. Mark Golden is going to promise us very much, but Mark Golden will be able to do very little. Jeanette Brissett. The rate of how Mark Golden have allowed the country, allowed the People's National Party, Norman Ferguson, Wagwan, to run down the country. When Mark Golden and the team come in, the country will be struck broke. Not a penny. Mark Golden and his team will be forced to go to the IMF to borrow more money. Hence, Mark Golden will not be able to implement the policies where he promised we them are going to implement. The places where Mark Golden promises us that they're going to be putting money into, that they're going to prioritize, will not be what happened, because they will find the country in a calamity state where they will have to go to the masters and borrow money. The masters are going to give them the program that the master wants to implement, which are not necessarily the ones that Mark Golden and his team promised us or have in mind to do for the country. We must be aware of that. It is going to happen. It is one of the things that plague our government, whichever party, PNP or Labour. The policies that they push in our direction after coming into the government is policy designed not by them, but from the person who is funding them. So, I'm gonna sit down and think to say, it's all glory coming. We may just have something worse to be engaged with. I wonder if this will be an opportunity for Andrew Holness to get rid of Pernell Charles. Just asking Pernell, just to ask my friend if this could be a good opportunity for the Prime Minister to throw Mr. Charles under the bus. Because remember, Chopper John and Marlon Morgan said, you need to get rid of Pernell Charles. Given that a lot of these issues to do with labor and work falls under Pernell Charles' belt, I'm just wondering, Pernell Charles, if Andrew Holness is going to use this debacle to his advantage. But remember the lying Nigel Clark before he swung off. Nigel Clark said he was going to deal with the pay issue in the public sector. If that was being dealt with, Nigel, UII workers and or junior doctors would be going on strike, would it? Police officers wanna wait pan, wanna not sick, wanna we're hungry, wanna with the tight uniform a squeeze, wanna we barely have fair figure work, police officers, wanna know this gruntle. We don't see how the man them were harder on to figure do this and that. We don't see the amount them pay themselves. I saw now go sit down and make the government continue to take liberty on. I saw now go sit down and make everybody take step on us. It's a crying shame. I don't know where the opposition going, you know. The opposition might as well make Andrew take way over the cliff with him. Because rather than you pulling back the country from the cliff, opposition, Uno help push the country over the cliff with Andrew Holness. Because Uno sit down quietly, Uno allow Andrew to steal, rape, and murder we every day. And the whole Uno quiet like Uno see the abuse. PNP. RJ, how are you? Uno sit down like Uno see the abuse we are going in the country. We're tired and fed up of it now. We feel like we want out here. Feel like we're not on a help. Turn out the soldier, no, the robber, and it's related to one of them. You mean, which one of the robber beat and teeth before me play this video? The one don't have something that... Hold on there. Oh, hold on. Just know it. So fuck with one. Right, I'm going to play a video for you. It's connected to the Spalding robbery. Let us listen because I haven't heard it yet, so we are going to listen it together. No, not you. Share screen. Epsilon. And throw that in there. Where's the WhatsApp? No, I want the WhatsApp, you muppet. There's no audio on it, I think. Can't hear anything. The audio is low. Something. I'm not hear nothing. Let me play it on my phone and see. Hold on there. Why the audio so low? I think the audio of the record. The information, my people, it turned out that the soldier knew one of the robber. Hold on. Hold on there. Bear with. Turns out the soldier knew the robber and is related to one of them and friends with the rest. Back to cover here. So he was home cause a toll gate. All of them live in toll gate, and he knew that they're gone to do robbery. Soldier is not a part of the robbery. He have knowledge of it. So Fokri Guan them call him and to come vote for them. So this idiot young soldier take up himself from out of him Ross yard. Let me put clot on it. From out of him Ross clot yard. They're gonna pardon. They just add the clot. And go up to Spalding and tell the police high command that he is a soldier. Him know them and them a plead to not be killed. And that they wanna surrender. So Babylon just arrest them. What a pussy clot this year. Pardon the expletive. Sometime I have to hold it and make the cuss sometime. Because this is the state here. Now that it wasn't good. The police them good yesterday why they never shot them even when they surrender. The issue here is that there was state inside who was operating in the middle of it, albeit not involved on the scene, but have knowledge of. He vowed for their safety. When I say the fuckery in our country, Jamaica, But can you blame them when the head of the country is a thief and a criminal? Nobody in the country have nothing to look up to. If all of the head and all of the top dog them are thief, if all of the head and all of the top dog them are thief, Jamaica, why on a thing Jamaica young man them won't grow on a thief, so? Because that's the example leaders set for them. Even Bradford. That's the example leaders set for them. So you see, a JDF member, one again under Andrew Holness' command, is intertwined in this robbery, hostage, shooting standoff that we see unfold in our country. He votes for them and the police arrest them for conspiracy. Hold on there. Let me go on my phone because the story cut off a conspiracy on the computer. Let me see if there's more to it. Oh, that's the... Yeah, that's the much when we get on this story. What a terrible thing. What a terrible thing, Jamaica, where soldiers and police and criminal and politicians, all of them work hand in hand against us. Henry McFarlane. Against us. The police, the soldier, the politicians. They're all working against us. Everybody a pint gun pound we take something from we. Everybody is holding us up and taking something from us. Everybody a thief from we now we sleep. Everybody a thief from we when we turn we back. Do you see how difficult? I've always been saying this. It's a mammoth task to fight corruption in Jamaica. The fact that corruption is at the very top, it's entrenched at the very top. The very top condone it. The very top is the operation of corruption in our society. Do you understand the task we have at hand to deal with corruption? It's a mindset. It's a lifestyle. It's a culture. Corruption is institutionalized amongst us. Name me an institution in Jamaica where you cannot go and find corruption, where you cannot go and pay for corruption. Name me a man on the street in Jamaica. Very few would walk away from corruption. It's everybody like their palm been greased. We live in a grease palm society where it's grease in the palm, it's the order of the day. Whoever can give you a thing can order you around. Is why you see Ramesh could order JCF officers to box down civilian because he might give them a thing. Give me a thing, Jamaica. We are a disgrace to the world. I don't know why we go up on social media, go flaunt and act like we're anything that the world should emulate. What? If we're just singing and fucking dancing, is that all we're good for? Is it that all the world must look upon us for singing and dancing? Like seriously, Jamaica? What? Nothing else about us? You notice Andrew Holness didn't look at the whole cultural spheres of Jamaica, the education sector of Jamaica when Andrew wanted to rebrand Jamaica's international image for tourism, and you went to Spain to find those to do that. You see how much the Antigua Prime Minister is standing up for the people in the tourism sector. But you see on the other hand where Andrew Holness and his team is standing up for the investors and the private sector, quelling the voice of the people, fooling the people. That's what this government is all about. But Jamaica, tomorrow is another day. Another day where we await more disgraceful, illicit report coming out of Parliament tomorrow. Disaster after disaster. And yet, the People's National Party is to speak on the 3 trillion. The government is to respond to the NEPA scandal and the scandal of integrity and looting in our public budget. The government has stole $3 trillion. The government, though, could only allocate $50 billion. That will only fix 6% of our road networks across the country. 6% of our road network. But our government, our ministers, our ministry can swindle off money in the billions. Yes, you heard it. Billions. There's money missing all across government, tantamount within the Prime Minister's office, the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, and people will have them children on the PART program. Rona Church Lane, Pernell Charles Jr., the other daughter of Pernell Charles. You reach Rona Dump yet? Rona Church Corner, Salt Lane. Have you reached there yet? To allocate some of the billions that you have stolen, that your papa teach you for thief. You think that the child them a thief. But then again, you the people of Jamaica, you bunch of sailboat mother heifers. You $1,000 a year mother heifers. So no team, I'm going to sit down here tonight and cuss PMP and Labour and just walk off and leave on us. You don't know about me then. Me couldn't walk on tonight and don't give Uno a good, decent piece of my tongue. So what Uno have allowed this government to do to Uno? For how Uno show yourself cheap to this government, Wayne Evans. When you show yourself cheaper than back road, can everybody a back road you can go give $5,000. And you can't go back road and say, my girl, let me buy you a 2-piece KFC. You're lucky to have the whole around a back road turned down pie and beat you. Because you come around and come violate the thing. Jamaica, the back road mentality of our politics, we don't need to cut it out. We don't look cheap, nasty, and whore doing it. It's just the reality. We don't look like some like a cheap, nasty skettle. We don't show yourself up in front of these politicians and say, have your way with me. All you need to do is to make sure I have KFC after. Just have your way with me, says Mega.
Come on, scream the people. Come on, scream the people. Yo. Mega know them disgusting. Fuck. No know them disgusting, so you what? Bumbo clot. Yo, Mr. Youth, I want the worst most this stuff. Cause I swear to God, bro. All of them come off for Bumbo clot, money for Bumbo clot. The money don't come off from my side. 254 people. The money don't come off.
You cannot write this on the envelope in the code. You went the envelope a code out. Yeah. The 26. No, 27. 27. Yeah, you drive. I want to someone like that. No,
you see, alright, I'm sure how they come down now. Listen, you see, Mega not deal with things calm neither. In a real life, although my mother, he not deal with things calm neither. All him to do, I check time and blood clot do what he do. He go like him to Agish.
Mega, your son, so you're too Agish. Grunt, Mega, grunt. Mega. But Jamaica, we need to stop prostituting ourselves. We cannot continue to prostitute ourselves. And then we think the man who we prostitute ourselves to must look after us for our lifetime. Prostitution is a business. The business finishes when you collect the money and hand the goods over. The business finishes. The business finishes when you hand the money over and collect your goods. So if politicians buy we, don't expect politicians to come back and treat us favorable. We are in business, my people. So if we have a back road out with self, for people who have always enriched their self when we put them in power, then we can't continue to turn around and blame them. If we sit down for 3 years and 11 months and we talk about how things hard, how them wicked, how them corrupt, how them this, and them come with the $5,000 and the chicken and you open your handmiggle and you open your legs. This is how we behave as a country. Because on a labor right alone by vote, let's get it clear here. On a labor alone deploy violence. Remember Portia Simpson who tell themselves, don't make me left here and down here and come back down here, because I don't know who may come with if me come back. So let's be clear. So the two of them is egg and chicken. The two of them is egg and chicken. One begots the other. Who comes first is a matter. Is it the chicken or is it the egg? That's a debate to be had. But one begots the other. Until we, the people of Jamaica, though, have the ambition, bully beef gone up, rice stepping up. Everything I raise Jamaica. One I do. But now raise the price on the voting too. Come on, Jamaica. Enough is enough. The disgrace that we have become internationally. The world has seen it, you know. The world saw Mega and the entire bus full cussing and fighting over $5,000.
I swear you. That's why I'm not alive now. On the top of the screen for me there. Top of the screen for me there, people. Yes, top of the screen for me there. I watch it this place in our bus. Top of the screen there, people. Top of the screen there, people. 5,000 can't move it. 5,000 can't move now. Top of the screen there, people, and enjoy the money.
Mega, take us here. Mega,
Watch. Watch him. 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 Watch him.
I got a crack on no nonsense, man.
How long if you go on, everybody go on the bus and then the money share out. But nobody has mega hear somebody say one thing cause mega jump up and start custom the whole place. I know so it work.
Yes, that is Backroad Jamaica, Backroad JLP Conference. Who, if them never busting and chucking people for $5,000 on KFC, their conference would have been a flop. Tomorrow, we await another scandal, another slippage of this government. It will be another turn of event for the Prime Minister. Will this Prime Minister be covered by his party, or will the party say, enough is enough? We will not go down on this sinking ship that Andrew Holness has become. Go back tonight, Andrew, and we are looking. That's all we have for you tonight on the Global Television Group. However, join us tomorrow where we will patrol social media for the debacle of this government. Lurleen Casanova, good evening. Tomorrow is another day where we will waddle and twaddle into the government, looting and shooting of the public budget. Possibly 2 more illicit enrichers will be unveiled tomorrow. Thank you and good night from the Global Television Group.
I truly believe our political system needs some fixing. Too much you hear about corrupt politicians and nothing happen. Too much you hear about politicians who take away poor people money and none of them reach in jail. And to the young people at home or wherever you are, and to all Jamaicans, I have one question for you. Take a look at your communities. Take a look at the sliding dollar. Take a look at the failing healthcare and ask yourselves, where is the progress? Where is the progress that this arrogant and disrespectful government keeps talking about? With this existing callous government, matters have gone from bad to worse.